The best boycott one can ever hope to accomplish is simply speaking with your wallet. Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm back with another video, and this whole boycotting situation stems from the leaked draft for the new open gaming license from Wizards of the Coast, the one that threw out version 1.0 at the detriment of third-party creators. And now fans are calling for a boycott of the new D&D movie. But at any rate, let's just dive right into this article so we can get a gauge of what's going on, and I'll give my 2 cents after I go through this entire article. So without further ado, here it is. Ongoing backlash over the D&D publisher Wizards of the Coast changing its open gaming license has fans boycotting the upcoming Honor Among Thieves movies, which, if I remember correctly, follows the rules of the 5th edition, a pretty much universally despised and shit edition ever since it began going downhill with the 4th from Wizards of the Coast. But anyway, let's continue. In early January 2023, which I covered in a video, a leaked report showed that Wizards of the Coast was planning to update its open gaming license conditions that have been in place since 2000. The decision could impose much stricter rules on the enormous community of third-party D&D content as well as RPGs like Pathfinder, which legally use certain D&D mechanics under the original OGL agreement. It's been widely criticized by the larger community voices like Critical Role, and fans took to Twitter to say they'll be avoiding Honor Among Thieves until Wizards of the Coast walks back the new rules. Many have noted that they no longer want to support official D&D products, including the franchise's first live action since 2012. And here's some tweets. The original OGL was made to allow third-party groups to create products that are compatible with official D&D rules. It was less than 900 words and the language is intentionally broad, but the new OGL 1.1 is much more complex and nearly 10 times as long. As controversially, the new agreement seemed to completely invalidate the old agreement, putting third parties at risk unless they substantially changed their business models, even though they had been in good standing with Wizards of the Coast for years. OGL 1.1 also allows for printed materials and PDFs or similar formats when the old agreement allowed for much more. So basically, if this goes through, if this becomes official, it, again, screws over third-party creators and basically very much limits what they can do. And now Wizards of the Coast is trying to backpedal tremendously. In response, Wizards of the Coast put out a statement apologizing for its recent actions and silence regarding the new rules. Oh, really? The company says it will be reworking the OGL based on fan and third-party feedback. I find that really fucking hard to believe, and that also depends on the fan feedback they choose to listen to. And stated that the new updates would not impact anything published under the original rules. Some fans were happy to see the company potentially pulling away from the new OGL stricter aspects. It's not official yet, so why are these people happy? I'm sorry, why are you... Okay, you can look at the glass half full, the silver lining, what have you, but it's not official. So they're just trying to put out the fires they already put in place with this shit, and also the fires they put into place ever since the 4th edition. Alright? So they're not doing this because they want to listen necessarily to the fans. Otherwise, they would have been doing so for years now. But they haven't. They really haven't. Right now, they're just trying to save face, backpedal, and at least calm, pacify, whatever you want to call it, the loudest critical voices. So maybe this goes away, and they can sneak back in the stuff that they wanted to add to the OGL 1.1. I don't see them at all backtracking entirely and allowing for anything other than what the leaked document stipulated. I could be wrong, but I doubt very seriously that there will be many changes at all, period. But others want Wizards of the Coast to return to the original OGL completely before they resubscribe to D&D Beyond or watch the movie. Alright, Honor Among Thieves movies will be an original, more comedic D&D story set in the Forgotten Realms campaign setting with no connection to the more serious, critically panned D&D movies from the 2000s. Stars these Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, and these other people as a group of misfits adventurers who must stop a Red Wizard of Thay from unleashing a dangerous artifact again, following the rules of the 5th edition, not an edition universally loved amongst D&D fans. So my question to these fans who are calling for a boycott of the movie, alright? I'm going to preface this question with saying that I don't believe in telling anybody what they can and cannot buy. I don't believe in telling anybody what they can and cannot love. Alright? I'm prefacing this question with that. However, where were you? Where were you when Wizards of the Coast, now granted, D&D has been going downhill since the 4th edition, right? But never mind that. Where were you when Wizards of the Coast blatantly began bending the knee to the minority demographic, the ones calling orcs racist, wanting certain races to be removed because they resembled black people in their racist minds, pretty much? When the alignment has gone away for certain races because you can't have evil races in D&D anymore, you can't have things like slavery, what have you, things like that. Where the fuck were you, people? Where were you? Now, I'm not saying necessarily you had to call for a boycott during that situation, but maybe speak with your wallet then. How about that? How about that? Maybe speak with your wallet then, when they blatantly began listening to those voices versus the voices of existing fans who has loved the property for a long time. Much longer than those reeing SJWs infiltrating this property. Where were you? But at any rate, what are your thoughts on this whole situation down in the comments below? Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you kind of agree with what these fans are doing? Do you disagree with what these fans are doing? Have you played D&D? What edition do you like? Do you play any of the current editions? Let me know all the fun stuff down in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share on social media if you will. I'll be live later tonight on Twitch. I'll determine what game I'll play a little bit later on, and I'll tweet it out close to when I'm going live, which will be about maybe 7:30 p.m. Eastern, my time, so tune in for that. Hope you enjoy the video, have a good rest of your day, and again, where the fuck were you people?